find that very strange. Good evening. Welcome. See, Miss Reed is in the house. Good evening to you. Sherry. Cherry, good evening to you. Rose Maxie, welcome, welcome, welcome. Faye, as always, we thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. And North Carolina loves me. North Carolina, I love you out big time as well. There is A Powers is in the house. What time does the show start? In about 3 or 4 minutes. A Power, where you going? Okay. Miss Yvette is in the house. I have a sister named Yvette. Big Mama is also in the house. Hey, Big Mama, welcome. JoJo and Daddy is watching. Okay, peace and blessings unto you all. Kimberly, welcome to tonight's live broadcast. D. Taylor, Omaha, Nebraska is in the house. Hey now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Love you big time. Heather Smith, good evening to you. Thank you for tuning in. Someone is tuning. Oh, that's JoJo and the Daddy is from New York. Welcome, New York. Thank you all for tuning in as well. Oh, A Power said, I'm here, Mr. Scott. I ain't going nowhere. Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love you big time. Sanchez, my good new friend. Welcome. As always, love you big time. There is Dana Hudson. Good evening. Welcome. My brother would be calling me during the middle of a live broadcast, and if I answer, okay, we got rid of him. And he knows what time we go on there. He's probably calling about tonight's show. There is that Nicole? Miss Lewis is in the house. Good evening to you. Miss Fisher is in the house. Good evening to you as well. T House is in the house. What's going on with you? Love you big time. Love you big time. I don't know where my good friend Spitting Fire is. We talked yesterday. We talked on a piece that she has been working on, and I think it was 16 minutes, and it went out yesterday, I think. And once I listened to it, I had to call her and humbly bow to her because Spitting Fire it's on the R. Kelly case. She did that. She broke that thing down. She connected dot to dot, person to person, business to business. She broke it down, and I learned some things about the R. Kelly case that I didn't know when I listened to that piece from Spitting Fire. So those of you who are familiar with it, you've probably already seen it. If you're not familiar with Spitting Fire, I encourage you to subscribe to her channel because the sister is not a joke. She means business, and it's a 16-minute piece. And I think it's going into. I think she's doing a 2-hour special on R. Kelly, and we're going to team up and do some things on R. Kelly. But tonight we are not going to be discussing R. Kelly. We have a more pressing and serious issue that we must discuss. If you are new to this channel, you have recently subscribed to this channel, I humbly bow to you and I say thank you, thank you, thank you, and welcome. We are glad to have you with us tonight. Before we do anything else, if death should come and snatch me, let me say this here. To all medical personnel all over the world and first responders, I said thank you, thank you, thank you, because if it wasn't for you all, things would be worse than what they are right now across the globe. You are risking your lives to save lives. And this time, it's in a different scenario that I know you never thought you would be in. But if we can just imagine just for a few seconds what it would be like if we lose a lot of our uh, health officials and first responders, we have to give them their flowers while they're still living. The dead don't know anything. So again, to medical staff and first responders, I salute you for what you're doing. I praise you for what you're doing. You all are brave. It is imperative that everything that medical staff and first responders need to deal with the coronavirus, it's not a question of if they're going to get it. It's like when. And they need it like yesterday. We can deal with the politics later. We can deal with the money issues later. Federal government, you're not doing your job and you know it. It's like you want people to die. And this is a terrible situation for medical personnel to be in. And one thing we don't want medical personnel and first responders to start doing is saying, you know what, I'm throwing in the towel. I'm not going back. Many have done that recently, and I'm not mad at them. I understand, because I would probably do the same thing. If you're sending me into a war zone and I don't have anything that's going to protect me, because in protecting me, you're protecting my family as well. But if you don't protect me, then it means you don't give a damn about me. So I love what I do, but I also have to think about when I leave here and I go home. And if I have anything, I'm not well protected, then it goes home with me. So we love you. Again, we thank you big time. I see Spitting Fire has made it to the chat. Good evening, Spitting Fire. I don't know if you were here when I was speaking on your 16-minute piece about R. Kelly. I gave you your due flowers while you're still here as well, because you've done a lot of wonderful work, but that was the best, I think, this year that you've done. That was just a 16-minute tease on what's to come. She broke that thing down again. A lot of things, again, she said, I had no earthly idea of, but again, it's not that we're saying he's guilty or we're saying he's innocent. It's due process of the law. We know that he's not getting it, and she lets you know why every motion is rejected when it comes to R. Kelly getting a bail. And there's no need for R. Kelly not to have a bail. He's not a flight risk. When the incident first broke, they didn't have to go look for him. The lawyers called, made the necessary arrangements. He said, I am going to turn myself in today, and he did just that. Turned over his passport and whatever else they asked R. Kelly to do. He did that and then some, and he was never late for any court appearances. So anyway, that's another show coming. But anyway, Spitting Fire did that. If you hadn't subscribed to her channel yet, I've been over there. Go over there and check it out. Okay. Yesterday, really, we heard some very, very disturbing news from the United States Attorney General. And I can got it right here. We heard some very disturbing news from the Attorney General. And he simply said that this week will be the hardest and saddest week for Americans' lives. This week right here. This week right here. All right now. Good evening to you. Thank you for tuning in as well. The Attorney General said this week is going to be a combination of Pearl Harbor and 9/11 together. In other words, you haven't seen hell yet. Hell is on the way. And hell will arrive sometime this week. And that's a scary thought. Because earlier today, I watched a series. I don't know if it still comes on, but I kind of found it by accident. It's called Containment. And I'm sure some of you on here probably have seen it or watch it. Like I said, I don't know if it's still on or not, but I just watched a couple episodes of it. And basically, what was going on back then is exactly what's happening today. Simply put, every fiction, every book that you read, that's fiction. Every movie that you see, a sitcom that you see, is fiction. It is also based upon some truth. Some truth is in there, but you can't see it. I think when I was speaking with Spitfire, actually, she remembered the show years ago. I think it still aired in the 70s and maybe some of the early 80s, I think. It was called Get Smart. The star of the show would, when he would talk on the phone, it wouldn't be through a regular phone, it would be through a shoe. And of course, we know that's impossible to talk through a damn shoe, right? But he did. And so if you'd have said cell phone back then, no one would have known what the hell you were speaking of. But every fiction is based upon some truth. I saw a little girl today, a little black girl, on the movie of the series Containment, and she was inside of a room, and the glass was there where she could see her parents or the doctors, but they couldn't touch her. And she looked sick, but she also was somewhat happy. But in real life, can you imagine you, if you have children, going to see them under those circumstances? This is what you helped gave life to. And that very life that you gave is now getting ready to leave you. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can't touch them. You can't hold them. You can't just sit in a room like this with them. It's only through a glass, as if they were in prison. That's devastating. But if that's not devastating enough, imagine if school was still going on. And the coronavirus hit your child's school. And no one could leave the building. Not for a few minutes, not for a few hours. No one could leave the building for days. It was put on lockdown. So simply put, a lot of kids and staff members would die in that school. There's nothing you can do about it. So my point for saying that is your children are home with you now. And it's not spring break. We know that. This is the time for you to spend as much time with your child as you can. When we don't prepare for something, simply put, a lot of times we don't think it's going to happen. It cannot happen to us. That's on TV. It happened to them. I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I'm taking all the necessary precautions to protect me and mine. Well, quiet as is kept. The World Health Organization, Centers for Disease Control, simply said a few days ago, some would die even in their homes, practicing everything that they should to protect themselves and others. But this virus does not see a red line in the sand. It's coming. And sadly, it could knock on my door, somebody's door on this chat tonight. It could. You may not see it. It's far-fetched. You don't believe it. But it could. I bet many of you never thought you would see a time such as this, when you were scared to go outside, when you were being placed on lockdown. Not just your neighborhood, but your whole state or your whole city is being placed on lockdown, or a stay-at-home order is in effect throughout the United States. As long as I lived, I never thought I would envision such a time as this. I can't pronounce her name, Barbisto, I think she says this is a very nerve-wracking, and my stomach is in knots all day. Well, I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you. I'm the same way. When I get a headache, shortness of breath, stomach hurts, whatever, I'm like, oh God, do I have it? And me and my sister, baby sister Lynn, kind of joked about this a few days ago because she was the same way. I'm like, do I have it? Do I have it? Do I have it? And just the thought of getting it is driving a lot of us crazy. Tawana Cameron says, I remember that program Get Smart. I used to love it. Yeah, me too. I loved watching it. Very funny guy, very funny guy. But now we know there was some truth uh, to that. Tonight, we do have a lot to discuss on the coronavirus, and most of what I'm going to bring tonight is not good news. Um, it's not. Uh, if I can't keep it 100 with you, then you know by now I'm gonna keep my damn mouth shut. Uh, but before we go off into the coronavirus, I'll give you some updates on some things throughout the United States. Today in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a 1 day old baby died from the coronavirus. It is not known how the child received the virus. Was it after the child was born, or through the mom, or what? But the child was only 1 day old. In Cleveland, Ohio, a newborn tests positive for the coronavirus. Basically, the same thing. It is not known at this time if the baby was born with COVID-19 or if the virus was transmitted after birth. CNN, 12:48 p.m. today. The United States has at least 10,335 reported deaths from the coronavirus, according to Johns Hopkins University. Louisiana today, I think it was in Baton Rouge. Don't quote me on the city, but I know it's in Louisiana. A family of 4, Black, all died within days of each other from the coronavirus. The governor of Louisiana, John Bel Edwards, said yesterday that the state could run out of ventilators by the end of the week if coronavirus cases continue to climb. Earlier today, in another news brief, he said that the numbers dropped slightly and that they were receiving some ventilators. I think that's what he said. But that was somewhat good news. But he also said that this is no time for us to relax. We're not out of the woods yet. Um, in the state of Louisiana, there are 1,809 patients with COVID-19 in the hospital. 563 of those are currently on ventilators. A couple in Mississippi had been married for 50 years. They both died holding each other's hand. They died minutes apart. Uh, Jeremy and Frances Williamson, both were 72 years old. They again had been married for 50 years. Um, they contacted the virus during a cruise, and they both died minutes apart, holding each other's hand. Uh, there is the virus that they're using for lupus that has not been approved by the FDA. There is a virus that is, a drug that is being used for lupus. This drug has not been approved for the coronavirus. Now, if you listen to Trump, the virus has been proved. Well, that's a fucking lie. Dr. Patricia Harris, she is the president of the American Medical Association, did a piece with CNN. And CNN basically was telling us some of the things that Trump said she had already seen and heard. And they quoted him when he said, "What do we have to lose? Let's just try it. I mean, if you got coronavirus, what you got to lose?" So they asked the doctor to comment on that when he says, "What do you have to lose?" She simply said, "Your life. Your life." The drug has not been approved. There are some people that are taking the drug, but it has not been approved for use by the FDA. Well, we could know in days or weeks the effects of it. Donald Trump. It could be months. It could be months. I don't want scientists to have to stay in a laboratory for 1 or 2 or 3 years to try to develop a vaccine. Well, dumbass Donald, dumb jackass Trump from Mars. Sometimes it takes that damn long, if not fucking longer. You cannot microwave a fix for the coronavirus. It just don't work that way. You don't run this shit. You're not controlling this shit. You're not containing this. The virus does not move at your command. It don't stop when you say stop. It don't slow down when you say slow down. Every time he opens his mouth, he tells a goddamn lie. USA Today said 10,000 people have died of the coronavirus in the United States. More fatalities than 6 wars combined. 6 combined. And we haven't seen hell yet. But it's on the way. Someone says people read your Bible. We are living in the last days. I cannot agree with that. I do believe that the Bible is fulfilling itself. But since she brought up the Bible, let me say this before I go further. As always, I believe in God. I'm a praying man. But I do know that there is a thin line between faith and foolishness. And so every church that continues to violate the stay-at-home order, every pastor or so-called pastor that violates it should be locked up. And if they get out, lock them up again. If they get out, lock them up again. And hopefully we can hold them without bail. Not only the pastor, every so-called Christian that walks up into a church, I'm saying it, I don't give a fuck if you get mad, that walk your ass up into the church and you know what's going on, your ass need to be locked up too. Because you're super stupid. There is absolutely, positively, unquestionable, ain't no God in this fucking foolishness that y'all doing. You're infecting people and you're endangering your own damn lives, but you're too fucking dumb to see it. Why you can't just do internet church? Wherever you go, if you have a relationship with God, wherever you go, there God is. And God said, don't forsake the assembly. We got to fellowship together. Fellowship together through the internet. It's simple as that. There is no God in the bullshit that you all are doing. If you love God and you're acting according to what the Bible says, to love thy neighbor as thou will love thyself, why in the fuck you out there trying to harm them? Get y'all ass somewhere and sit the fuck down. This is not a game. This is not a joke. This is not a hope. Up under the blood, this shit ain't gonna work. No weapon form, it ain't gonna work. Because you're testing the powers of God. It's like the pastors in the church with the snakes. I'm gonna show you powers of God. You have to have faith. God is not in that. You're testing God. And if you really knew God, had a relationship with God, you would know it's a dangerous thing to test God. Dangerous. So spend more time studying your Bible than reading your Bible. Because y'all got your shit fucked up. You're becoming part of a symptom. And if you're church people, God-fearing people, then you should be part of the cure that this country so desperately needs. But you're not. I'm going on. I'm going on. Get your ass on. If it was in my power, every time y'all had, you wouldn't have but one time to show up in church. If it was under my control, you never walk in that building again. I would lock your ass down. No bail. When the virus ends, we'll think about letting you out. Might sound comical. You might be getting pissed. Either way, I don't give a fuck. This virus is deadly. They cannot contain it. It's hard to fix something and you don't understand where it's broken at or where the problem is at. Dr. Fauci said, the infectious disease doctor, we missing something. We missing something. And until we find it, it's going to get worse. It's something we missing. That's why we can't put our finger on it. So it's spreading and it's spreading, it's spreading. And he's an expert in this field, not Trump. Not Trump's cabinet. He's an expert in this. There was a disagreement. I mean, terrible. At the White House. Dr. Fauci. And Trump and others about the drug. What Trump wants you to say and what you know you should say to the people. Trump wants Dr. Fauci to agree with him and say the drug that they use for lupus will work for the coronavirus. Well, this man said, listen, my reputation is on the line. I haven't been doing this for decades with lying to people. I can't tell them what you want me to tell them. I have to tell them the truth. I don't think it's going to work. Simply as put, I just don't think it's going to work. So now we in the White House and we're arguing about this shit. Trump, you're not a fucking goddamn doctor. First of all, you're not a president of the United States. You're an acting president until we get one to get up in there. Donald Trump, the other day. The stockpile is low. When the previous administration, every time something go wrong, every time some shit go bad, every time he fucks up, the first thing he do, Obama did 8 years in this country. 8 years without one goddamn stain. This man called Obama name so much, do you want to fucking have sex with it? Obama this. Bitch, Obama's out of office. You've been in that damn near, 36, 37 some goddamn months. Bitch, this is on you now. Well, the colors was bad when we came in. Benefit of the doubt. Okay, we'll take that, Trump. Colors was bad. Well, goddamn, you've been in that damn near 37 months. You couldn't have filled them up by now. Hello? Simple as that. When you wrong, when you fucked up, admit it and go on. Don't keep lying. Don't keep blaming Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike for what you and them goddamn clowns up in there doing. Y'all fucking up. You don't know shit. But for you motherfuckers that helped sit him down, because he wasn't elected, he was selected. You got what you wanted. If you didn't know who he was before you put him in there, your ass know now. He don't give a fuck about you. It's about Trump, and that's it. And lies. It's the governor's responsibility to take care of their people. We don't have to do nothing. We're not a shipping clerk. Wrong. Yes, you are. Simple as that. We got to go on. Today, it's always us. It's always us. When it comes to high blood pressure, blacks get it the worst. Overweight, blacks get it the worst. Drug addicts, blacks. Cancer, blacks. Anything that's fucking bad, terrible, or outright fatal, have you ever noticed? Blacks get more of it every fucking time. I mean, seriously. Has anybody ever noticed that? It's always blacks. So today, Governor Edwards of Louisiana, who I think is doing a superb job, he said something. And I was wondering why he said that. He said, we're getting ready to start putting up not only those who are infected with the virus, but the number of deaths. And we're also going to break it down by race. What the fuck made him say that? By race. So I got to digging. Found out why he said it. Well, they say African American. I don't believe in that bullshit. Black people are more likely to die from coronavirus illness than any other race. Why is it always us? It's always us. Early data from the United States shows blacks are more likely to die from COVID-19, highlighting disparities in health and inequalities in access to medical care than anybody else. In Illinois, watch this. Black people make up 30% of the state's cases and about 40% of coronavirus-related deaths, according to the statistics provided by the state's public health agency. However, blacks make up 14.6% of the state's population. In Michigan, black people account for 40% of the state's reported deaths, according to the data that has been released by the state. But its population is only 14% blacks. It's always us. It's always us. It's always us. Now, when this thing first broke, I don't remember the young lady's name, but she was on one of my live feeds, and I didn't see her comment until like the next day or so. Maybe she came later and watched it. Basically, she said, she asked me, was it true that blacks could not get the coronavirus? But instantly, I knew that was a goddamn lie. But I wanted to make sure that was a goddamn lie. So before I can answer her, I had to go and do some research. Well, we now know that's a lie. If I don't say anything else, I just preach. We know that's a goddamn lie. But someone put that post out through social media, and it went viral. It went viral. Just because you see it on Facebook, and somebody tweets the shit, and it's on the internet, don't mean it's true. It don't. You have to fact check my ass. I might be wrong. Black people believe the media, local and worldwide, than any other race on the planet. Black people, you've been bamboozled, hoodwinked, and you still falling for the old okie dokie, whatever they say. What they said on CNN. CNN gets it wrong sometimes. We now know blacks can get the virus and can die from it. Now, there's another issue that's going on. My brother called me last night, yesterday morning, I think. I sent it at the desk. And he asked me, have I heard about such and such? And I said, yeah, but I hadn't looked off into it yet. And so he kind of broke it down to me. Then he sent me a video to watch of his brother. And I did. Now look, watch this. Tell you about YouTube in a minute and Facebook. Now watch this. China is the country we have been told where the virus originated from, right? It came from China. That's what they told us. Again, because they said it, don't mean it's true. But now watch this. China had a terrible outbreak of it. I mean, just earthly terrible. But then it hit the United States. And when it hit the United States, in a matter of days, 50 states now all have coronavirus cases. You cannot make me believe that the coronavirus just recently entered the United States and it hit every damn state in a matter of fucking days. There's nothing you can, your stats will not convince me that this thing just got here. Listen, I'm quoting R. Kelly. Use your common sense, people. It's impossible. The virus has been here, but it's been misdiagnosed. They had the flu. They had pneumonia. Now they're dead. It's been here. And proof of that is because the White House was briefed in 2019 about the coronavirus and chose to do absolutely, positively, unquestionable, not a goddamn thing. Basically, the same shit they're doing today. Not a goddamn thing. You know who fuck over us the most? The people that really mess over us the most, stab us in our back, lie to us, smile in our face, and when we leave them, we're called every name but the name on the damn birth certificate. The people that fucks us the most are the ones that we trust the most, are the ones that we love the most. Those are the ones that fucks us. And they're so fucking clever with it, they do it right in your fucking face, but you can't see it. You can't see it. Blacks, a lot of blacks, to this day, this is 2020, still trust the word of a white man more than they do the word of a black man. Oh, here's a crook. Well, goddamn, if we fucking crooks, read the book and you'll find out how we got so fucking good at it. Hello? So we trust the government. The government. We trust the government. And in doing so, we believe everything that the government says. Local, state, federal. We believe it. Whatever they say. We gotta believe it. The government is giving us sugar-coated shit cookies. The worst part about the coronavirus, as if it could get any worse, is that we should be preparing for what they're not telling us. We should be preparing for what they're not telling us. What you don't know won't hurt you. Bullshit. What you don't know will kill you. It's as simple as that. It will kill you. Now, a lady came on my channel the other day, I think it was the last video, and asked me about 5G. I told her I'm going to answer it tonight. So, the thing with the 5G, radiation, the virus is being spread through 5G. Well, that's just outright bullshit. That's a conspiracy theory. There's no data to prove it. That's just somebody talking shit. They want to stir up some shit. They're just lying. That's absolutely positive, absolutely wrong. That's not true. Well, if it was some data for it to prove that it's true, would you show it to me? No. Felicia Brown said, I do not believe everything the government said. Amen. Hallelujah. Somebody says, Tina Holland says, this is population control. Y'all be sure to fill out those 2020 census. Okay, we finna go there. Now watch this. Watch this. This is YouTube. Here's what YouTube and others that run social media says. That they're trying to limit the spread of false 5G coronavirus claims after cell phone towers are attacked. YouTube and other social media platforms are taking the necessary steps to limit the spread of your conspiracy theories on the coronavirus 5G network pandemic, I mean. So what are y'all going to do? Well, we're going to stop advertisers from advertising on your site. And we're going to slow your channel down. And if deemed necessary, we're going to pull that video. And we all know what the fuck Facebook going to do. Anytime you say something they don't like, community standards violation, you're blocked for 7 days. You do it again, you're going to be blocked for 30. So shit, okay. If, I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's not true. If it's not true, okay, it's not fucking true. But why would you go through all these steps to stop the spread of it? There's a lot of fucking lies out there that you're not stopping. Trump opened his goddamn pink ass mouth 365 days a year and tell a goddamn lie, and you never censor that bitch. So you want to censor this? You don't give a damn about that. Come on. If you want to censor a motherfucker about lies, false information, a good place to start, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. His name is Donald Dumb Jackass Pink Trump. Start there, motherfuckers. Black people, we got to get away from Facebook and YouTube. They may pull this. I don't give a fuck. They ain't giving me goddamn shit with 3 cents on a goddamn dollar. By the time I get a goddamn check, I need that little $20 put in the goddamn gas tank. So they ain't paying this shit. I don't fucking lose. I don't fucking lose. Here's the thing. When you're in my house, your ass will act accordingly. I don't give a fuck if you like my rules or not. You either obey or it's simple as that. That's how Facebook see it, and that's how YouTube see it. We got to get our own shit up and running. That's what we got to do. And Spitting Fire and I done talked about this several times before. This they shit. They control that shit. The minute my black ass says something on Facebook about Donald Trump, I watched it on my numbers. It dropped. If I wake up one morning and say, Trump, kiss my black ass, you pink bitch. Man, them white folks and them house niggas and film niggas get to unsubscribe and unsubscribe. I can't your ass. You look better go than you do anyway. Stay and go. Facebook. Got an alert. Your post has been removed because it violated community standards. Man, fuck the goddamn community. The community is the one listening to my shit. That's the one reading my shit. So I don't have freedom of speech. Yeah, you have freedom of speech. Long as it's okay with me. Long as it's okay with me. So you're going to stop people from putting out information about 5G, whether they wrong or not. That's their mouth, that's their mind, that's what they want to do. Why are you spending so much money to attack the conspiracy theory on 5G? Hold that thought. We'll get back to that later. China. If coronavirus indeed started in China, China says, excuse me, United States, excuse Trump, we're good. We're good over here now. Everything's up and running. Yeah, we fixed it. Sorry for the inconvenience. What y'all want to order now? Masks, ventilators? The same motherfucking country, as the brother said on the video my brother sent me, the same motherfucking country that put the United States in ICU is now the same motherfucking country that's sending us ventilators and masks. Ain't that a goddamn bitch? Ain't that a bitch? Now who dumb? The United States or China? I'll wait. The majority of what we get comes from where? I'll wait. The economy booming now. Everything's fine over here. Now what else y'all need? Okay, now we're gonna have to you want the FedEx? Okay, I'm gonna give you a break. Gonna be $1 million and 10 cents for next week delivery. You can't let okay, send that check now. Listen. Something is about to happen that we're not ready for. Don't be caught slipping. You haven't seen death yet. You haven't seen death yet. This is not a game. This is not a hoax. But even if I didn't want to believe in the 5G conspiracy theory, the way you're addressing it makes me wonder, do they have a goddamn point? Do they have a point? Remember what the doctor said. It's something we still missing. And until we get it, it's going to get worse. The United States Surgeon General says this is Pearl Harbor and 9/11. This week, it's going to be our worst week yet. He said the only difference is this is not going to be locally. It's going to be global. Centers for Disease Control recommend you wear a mask every time you step out your door. Trump, I ain't gonna wear any. I'm fine. I'm good. I don't give a fuck, bitch, if you die. Fuck you. That's not what you say, though. Not to the American people. A doctor, I forget her name. She did a video because she knew she was dying from the coronavirus. She sent out for her kids. It's on CNN. Basically, she said, tell them how much she loved them and how much she appreciated them. But to God be the glory, things are getting a little better for us. Trump ain't giving us shit. I believe this has to do with election, maybe votes. Well, the thing about what you just said is that you might have a goddamn point on some of that. Trump is looking at two things when it comes to the coronavirus. Here's what Trump's looking at. 2020 election, what you just said, and the economy. I can't let the economy die. Listen, they done had to wait and they done had to funeral for the economy. The economy dead and buried. We'll deal with getting it back up later. It's over for that. That's why, well, let's get the churches packed on Easter Sunday. Easter fucking Sunday, really. So we're going to tell the virus, well, if we can do that, then you should have told the motherfucker to end it last Sunday if it was that goddamn easy to do. If you do not shut down every state, not 49 states, not 48, if you do not shut down all 50 states at one time, this shit will get worse and worse, second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour. You can't go and say, well, they don't have it bad over here. Let's open up the gates. Well, dumbass, you letting the goddamn virus in and those out to go don't have it to go get it. You just fucking super goddamn stupid. It's not going to work. I agree. I agree with Bill Gates. The United States need to be on lockdown for 6 to 10 weeks. It's an inconvenience, but it's about your fucking life and your children's life and your family life. Most of the people that die from the coronavirus die by themselves because can't nobody be there. Can't nobody be there. Something else is going on. And that's the bad part about it. But now that you know, you have to prepare for what you don't know. You can laugh, say it won't happen. I bet you it's not a person on this live feed that will say, I saw this day coming when I was a child. As I got old, I saw it coming. You never saw this shit coming. You never saw it coming. But it's here. You didn't believe it, but it's here. And now, if I talk, somebody can get it. If I breathe, somebody can get it. We must wake up. We must wake up and realize that none of us are exempt from this virus. And before you can absolutely, positively, unquestionable prove that the 5G is a conspiracy, you better first convince me that it's not. And you can't do that. Because you tell me it's not, okay, that's all it took for you to tell me that I'm good? No. If I'm trying to do population control or whatever, the one thing I don't want to happen is a smart son of a bitch to figure it out or get right there at the fucking door. But if it happens, I want that motherfucker taken care of. He got to go. Now you watch this. Watch this. 9/11. 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people didn't show up for work that day. I guess everybody had a goddamn motherfucking cold. The same goddamn time. Same day. Same hour. Everybody. And then what happens? 2 planes. Boom. Boom. World Trade Center. Boom. America has just been attacked by Osama bin Laden. And we will retaliate with vengeance. Well, I don't know if bin Laden did it. Oh, come on, Mr. Scott. That shit was right there. They said he did. He said he did. But now watch this. If I want to get somebody to take somebody out, first of all, fuck with that. The buildings went boom, 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 boom. That's in a pancake form, okay? If when a plane hit it, it cannot come down like that. Go back to school. It just don't happen like that. When you put an explosive inside the building, that brings it down like that. Boom. Now, I don't want nobody to know I did. Well, let's make it look like it's Osama bin Laden's signature. It looked like something he'll do. I think there's something he'll do. They don't give a fuck. Yeah, we did, motherfucker. Now what? Does it mean that Osama bin Laden did it? Not necessarily. It means what? What I want you to think it fucking means. And if you don't do your homework, if you don't get your ass somewhere and sit down and read and study, bamboozle, hoodwink, again, Black people, stop sleeping with your eyes open. You ain't seen hell yet, but this week you're about to meet it face to face. It's coming. You can't stop it. You can't avoid it. It's coming. It's coming. You got a lot of time at home with your kids. And I know that sometimes that may be a damn headache, but you need to enjoy that time with your kids. They said the other day that alcohol sales are on the rise. You fucking think? Hold up, let me take my sip of my tea. I don't see nothing wrong. Get your drink on. Get your goddamn drink on. Listen, something is going on that we don't know about. But I promise you, somebody do. And if they can keep you dumb, they will keep you dumb. You remember, years ago, decades ago, they said, if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. He'll never read it. Well, today, to God be the glory. Some black men are reading. But what the fuck are they reading? You're in prison. Iceberg Slim. You cannot strategize against this virus if you don't know anything about it and you don't know how it's coming. But why is everything so detrimental? That's bad. It always gets us the worst. It's always blacks. It's always blacks. White folks are so goddamn evil, some of them. They don't give a damn about a catastrophic event that will take thousands of people that they love and know. Just to get one nigga out the way. They don't give a fuck, they'll do it. They will do it. This thing is serious. I may not be here this time tomorrow. Yesterday, Cynthia comes in, I'm on the internet. I'm picking out my casket. Something I should have been did decades ago, seriously, no bullshit. Death's coming. It may not come now, it may not come tomorrow. But you got to be prepared. We prepare for blacks, prepare for every goddamn thing it is. But death. A party, a club, a concert, sex, whatever it is. But rarely do we prepare to die. Well, I don't want to talk about it. Well, when the fuck you think it'd be a good time to talk about it? When your tongue glued to the roof of goddamn wealth. And it's sad and it's embarrassing. When we will pay our cell phone bills before we pay an insurance bill, and then we on Facebook asking others to share a goddamn GoFundMe page to bury this son of a bitch over here who could have paid his goddamn insurance bill, but he kept paying Metro PCS. It's not, can you afford the insurance? You cannot not to afford. You have to have it. You're gonna die. Someone says they never thought they would be living to see this day. Neither did I. Neither did I. But it's here. And so we have to deal with it. We have to deal with the here and now. If it sounds crazy to you, it just might be true. Again, she just said it. She never thought this day would come. Black people, get you some fucking insurance. I'm serious. Get you some insurance. It's embarrassing when we have to hold up burial on someone because he ain't got shit. And you got a GoFundMe page out there. And folks, you've been so goddamn crooked, like, I ain't getting shit, you might not even be dead. That's embarrassing. You got to have burial insurance. All this week, I'm going to be here with you. We're going to look at the grids. What would happen if the grids were attacked? What would happen? Well, I'll give you one clue. Their cell phone, that shit wouldn't work no more. ATM machines wouldn't work no more. It's simple as that. Let me see what this motherfucker here said. How are we gonna yell at white people to stop culturally apprehending peanut butter having in English no matter what? I don't know. Let me tell you, get this little motherfucker out of here. This little motherfucker here. Who is this motherfucker anyway? I'm not the one to fuck with tonight. Spice, get this son of a bitch, Ricky Spanish or whatever his fucking name is, why I have to slap the shit out of him. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. You and Donald Trump can suck out of my black asshole until you motherfuckers get booted drunk. I'll holler at black people and white people any goddamn time I get ready. This is my goddamn show, motherfucker. Why you here anyway? I'm not the one you want to do this with. I will go off on your goddamn ass. You can kiss my ass, bitch. Fuck you and fuck Trump and fuck his man. You low-life, trifling, insignificant bitch. Go on a channel where you like it at. Why are they gonna holler at white folks? Man, fuck white folks. They can suck my dick. That's what they can do. I don't give a fuck. White folks. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. I said, tell YouTube. Tell YouTube with inappropriate language. I don't give a fuck. Shit. You motherfuckers, if the language ain't right. Before you can prove that the way I speak and the way I write is wrong, your white ass better first prove that you right. And your white pink ass can't do that. You just got to the ink pen before I did. Grandma ain't got no cookies. That ain't right. Grandma doesn't have any cookies? Yes, that's right. Prove it. And you can't. Time to go. I love you. May good Lord continue to bless you and keep you. Yes, I believe in God. Yes, I do. Yes, I'm a praying man. Yes, I am. But I'm also a man who don't give out sugar-coated shit cookies. And the truth don't change because you don't like it. The truth don't change because you don't believe it. It don't. It don't. But Ricky Spanish, you can come back tomorrow night if you want to. Every time your dumb ass show up, I give a little something in the bank. Okay. Spend five. I'm broke. Tell them what to do to get us some money over here so we can get the hell up out of here. And make sure Ricky Spanish, if he want to donate, he can get what he got, bitch. Whatever you do, people. Stop being bamboozled by others. You owe it to yourself to protect yourself and fact check the shit that they give you. This virus didn't just show up overnight. It didn't. It didn't. Do your math. Do your homework. Death is coming. This is going to be the worst week yet. The worst week yet. Last month, they said in mid-April, more than 2,000 people would die a day. Not almost. They said in mid-April, more than 2,000 people would die a day from the coronavirus. And most of them will die alone. Most of them will die alone. They can't go see their loved ones because the virus is just that deadly. First responders, medical staff, we love you. We bow to you. We thank God for you. You're doing an amazing job. And we must make sure that they get the protection and equipment that they need. Dolly Parton, Rihanna, and others, thank you for what you're doing. But celebrities should not have to step up and do what the fuck the federal government should be doing for the people of the United States of America. It's just as simple as that. But thank God for you. I humbly bow to you. I respect that and I appreciate that because you're saving lives while the White House is fucking bullshitting. Somebody else just fucking died. I'm Al Scott with Injustice Investigations. Be it the Lord willing, we might be back tomorrow night. Love you. Spend five. Love you big time. Thank you. There go Lisa Robinson. I didn't know you was here tonight. Good evening to you. Oh yeah, she just put it up. Spend five. Put the donation links up and stuff. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Time. Y'all meet me back here. Who knows what the hell I'm gonna say? Ricky, Spanish, come on back and bring Maria with you.